What's up, everybody? You're watching the From WordPress to Statamic YouTube channel. My name is Michael. Today, I want to integrate Mailchimp into my contact form so that when someone checks that little box, they'll automatically get added to my email list. Now, thankfully, Statamic's Rad Pack has an integration for this. As you can see, I've got it pulled up here, and all the documentation that you should need is on this overview page. The other place you can find it is if you go into your Statamic dashboard. If you go over to add-ons and you search for Mailchimp, that integration is the first one that comes up. Now you can install it by just copying the Composer script here and running it there, right in the terminal. And just looking over back onto the left side while that's running, the next thing is to configure your Mailchimp API key. So you can copy this directly into your env file, like I've done over here. This is my example file. My actual env file has my API key. Now, if you're wondering where to find that, I'm just going to come over into my Mailchimp account. As you can see, I don't have anything in my audience yet, so we're going to do that together. But if I were to come over here and I go to my accounts and billing, under this extras drop down, go to API keys. And you can see I've got this API key for this demo that I created just today as I'm recording this. And you'll only see the actual full key when you make it. So it's important to copy it right then and there so that you have a copy and put it in your env file or somewhere safe, which I've done already. Now, once it's in there and you come back over to here where your add-on is installed, and you can see if I was to refresh the page, now I've got this little Mailchimp settings tab. If I was to click over to credentials, it'll show my API key. So if you're worried about sensitivity there, that's where you're going to find it, and make sure you don't show that to other people. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to configure my form to use this. So I'm going to come over here, and I've got this contact form with 0 submissions for now. Okay, so once I get submissions, that's what it'll show. And first thing I'm going to do is just going to show you the blueprint. And the blueprint is where you configure the fields. So I've got my name, email, and there's this add to Mailchimp checkbox, which we're going to look at when we submit the form to see whether it's true or false. Now if I go back, now I come over here and edit the form itself, and this is where the form is configured. So what happens when you submit? Are you sending an email? Are you storing it? That kind of thing. We have this new Mailchimp integration box here at the bottom, so I'm just going to enable that. And now the first thing I need to do is select my audience ID. Now I'm going to select the Cascadia Digital, which is my company. And once I've done that, you can see that now this tag dropdown has some options in it. And I've created some tags in my Mailchimp account so that I can segment my audience, stuff like that. And I can select from those tags here. So when someone fills out my contact form, they'll automatically get tagged with prospect because maybe they want my business. So let's select that. Now the tag field, maybe I had multiple tags in Mailchimp and I have corresponding checkboxes or fields that I want to map. I can select those here. For now, we'll just leave it as it is. I'm going to check the consent, and we're going to use the add to Mailchimp so that if they check it, then we'll get added in. I also want to disable the opt-in so that they automatically get added in. And we'll save that, and we'll come back to the contact form. Okay, now I'm going to just pop open my network tab here so we can have a look at some of the data. So we'll see testing, and this is a sample test. Testing 1, 2, 3. And for now, I'm just going to leave this unchecked. So if I hit submit and we look at that, you can see add to Mailchimp is false. And if I come over to my contacts here, there's nothing here. If I give it a refresh, nothing's changed. And I come over to my form. Let's go back and take a look. You can see I've got this sample email, add to Mailchimp was false. Okay, now let's try it again. Give it a refresh, but this time I will tick the box. Test, sample, testing, and this time we'll check that and hit submit. And now let's take a look. So add to Mailchimp this time is true. So now let's just confirm that over here. Give it a refresh. Now the new one is true. So when I come over into my contacts and I give this a refresh, let's dismiss that, give it a refresh. There we go. I've got my sample test email with that prospect tag ready to go. Now there's a lot more that we can configure here, but for now, I think this is all we need just to get our users into our Mailchimp account. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you haven't already, sign up for the newsletter. The link is in the description. Catch you next time.